Hi, good afternoon to you guys. I just decided to do this video quickly. It's in line with my new product range, which is the brightening range made up of a body milk, face cream, black soap, and a facial glow oil. And so obviously the terms brightening and lightening evoke some emotions in most people. Um, Basically, because most people do not understand what the terms brightening or lightening and or bleaching. So most people, when they hear brightening, they immediately assume that this is a product that bleaches the skin. Now, that's why I'm making this video, just to educate us a bit, especially anybody who might be interested in this product range. Now, basically, bleaching the skin involves the use of unregulated harsh chemicals with the intention of changing the color of one's skin. And that is what is bleaching. And most of these harsh chemicals end up, with a lot of side effects and complications. Usually not noticeable in the beginning, but it has long-term implications. Reason being that most of these products have mercury in them and some very harsh steroids, corticosteroids, and hydroquinone. However, with hydroquinone, if it's used, with an expert or an esthetician's guidance, the results are good, but it requires supervision. That is hydroquinone, because hydroquinone is widely known to, help fade marks, really stubborn marks and the likes of it. So, but even at that, hydroquinone should be used with the guidance of a skincare practitioner, somebody who really knows what they're doing. And it's used for short periods because with prolonged use of hydroquinone, we can upset the melanin cycle, and that in turn causes problems for the skin. Right. So I'll go a little bit scientific here. So with any product that promises to, lighten or brighten the skin, basically has ingredients that are called tyrosinase inhibitors, right? Now, with people of color, we obviously have more melanin than our Caucasian, brothers and sisters. So our melanin is more, right? And therefore, the chemical that produces this is tyrosinase. So basically, these ingredients, they are inhibitors of tyrosinase. So therefore, they help to break the cycle of melanin overproduction. And that's basically what the ingredients will do in brightening, actually not brightening, in lightening the skin. So when somebody talks about brightening, yeah, but normally it's used interchangeably. Most times we call it brightening products and or lightening. But I just want to give you the difference between just brightening, in as much as in everyday use we the term is not widely understood in that way, so we use it interchangeably. So we say brightening and or lightening and brightening. Now, brightening products normally they just they how do I say it, they stimulate radiance of the skin, right? They help with collagen production, they help with rejuvenation of the skin cells. They don't intend to change the shade of the skin color in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, so it doesn't promise to, you know, lighten your skin a shade or two up, right? So with lightening, these products have ingredients that they inhibit tyrosinase. And I just want to make it clear that a lot of times we associate lightening products with somebody who wants to bleach. But I've explained to you that bleaching is different. That's using unregulated and harsh chemicals with the intention of changing your skin color. But with lightening, most of the time, it's for people who have uneven skin tone. Yes, and I'm going to explain that. Uneven skin tone ranges from somebody who has, the inner parts of the body, the places where it's most covered. You find that some people have darker skin in other areas of their body, from the areas that are exposed to sunlight. So like their face and maybe their arms. You find some people that their skin is quite not, well, I could say sunburned or darker, but that's not their natural skin color. And so some people would want to lighten the skin in the areas where they have darker skin or where they've been exposed to sunlight, which is UVA rays. And we know that overexposure to sunlight causes sunburns even in people of color. In fact, it affects that even worse, especially because we have more melanin and it overproduces, and that is when we see the dark patches, the hyperpigmentation, and all the issues with the skin color, right? So somebody may want to tone their skin. It might not be hyperpigmentation, but they just want to tone their skin so that the face and their body will be the same natural tone they were born with before the hassle started and they got exposed to the sun. And then even some people, they didn't know that they should be wearing sunscreen, so they find that down the line their skin, maybe their neck, their face, their shoulder area, the décolletage has gone darker, and they just want to go back to their God-given skin color, if I should say. So I hope that explains that bit. And then another reason why somebody would like to lighten their skin is because of hyperpigmentation. And hyperpigmentation is just basically dark patches on the skin, due to it could be hormonal, it could be out of taking some medications, and it could be due to the sun rays, which causes hyperpigmentation, melasma, dark patches. And then you see that they might have uneven skin on their face, and they want to lighten those dark marks. So that would be the other reason. So what I just want to make clear is that if somebody wants to lighten their skin, it is not because they want to bleach, because skin lightening is not bleaching. Skin lightening is using appropriate products, right, with the right amount of ingredients, like licorice extract, kojic acid. You can research on that. Vitamin C. These are all brightness, but with skin lightening ingredients, they are actually put in good proportions, which can eventually lighten any dark marks or patches that one may have. So I hope that is clear. So skin lightening or brightening has nothing to do with skin bleaching. And I know that people do have concerns. And you see, knowledge is power. If you don't know something and you walk around with a wrong assumption, and you hear body brightening products, and immediately what people think is that, oh, these are bleaching products, I don't want to know. That's not the case. These products are used for reasons that I've explained, like dark patches, hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone. So skin brightening products also, even though they may tackle the dark patches and hyperpigmentation, if used consistently and you want to grow a shade down or two, that's possible. because most people are actually, they are lighter in their skin color than they actually are now. It could be due to aging, sun, illness, hormones. So many things can cause that. So that is the main difference. And then another one I want to say before I close here is that when you are using skin lightening products for any of these issues I've mentioned, you really need to exfoliate your skin. By using chemical exfoliants. That's what I love. I have the chemical exfoliants. Actually, we have a very good one in our SB range as well. So all that it does is it sloughs off the dead skin, so that the products that you're using, will actually penetrate and do the work. Because there's no point spending money on the products and then they end up sitting on the surface of the skin and they don't do any justice to the skin. They don't do. And a lot of people buy products and they complain that the products don't work. It's because these products are used in combination with things like exfoliants. So if you want to see improved results over time, then you need to be exfoliating your skin regularly. I mean, depending on your skin type. If you're an oily type of skin, you might get away with exfoliating more, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. If you are more on the dry side, you wouldn't want to be exfoliating too much, because that also causes problems. So exfoliate knowing your skin type, and then you would know how often. So when you're using these products, it's advisable to exfoliate once or twice a week. And then mainly with the skin lightening products, to help tackle dark patches and things like that, it's best to use it in the evenings, when the sun has gone down, because even during the day we have the light through our windows, and you'll be surprised to know that even being at home and getting the sunlight through the window can affect your skin. And that is why I am always preaching about making sure that you wear your sunscreen daily. And I know this is a real struggle for people. Some people don't even understand that. What do you mean by every day? Especially with those of us in Europe, we're in the summer and this is the peak time. But I also say that ordinary daylight also has UVA and UVB rays, which can in turn damage the skin. So for me, the sunscreen is an absolute necessity, and especially if you're using skin brightening or lightening products for whatever reason, to tackle your dark patches, hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone, lentigens, age spots, anything of that nature, you should be, using your sunscreen, because you are not trying to fade the dark marks and then you're still exposing your skin to sunlight, which will then, it will defeat the purpose for why you're doing that and spending, so much on products. You want it to work, right? And then another last thing I'll say is consistency. A lot of times we're not consistent. We buy the product, we use it for 4 to 6 weeks and we stop. You're not going to see results with being inconsistent. So if you want to see results for whatever your problem may be, you need to be consistent. You need to make sure that you're not running out of the products and you're using the products properly. And so you are exfoliating, and you should be moisturizing your skin also well. Because you see, the thing is, with the products that brighten or lighten the skin, most of the time they don't have the ability to moisturize that well. So you might be using the face cream that brightens and lightens your skin for whatever reason, right? But you might not be moisturizing the skin properly, so you might be causing dryness. And we all know that when the skin is thirsty and is dry and dehydrated, it also has effects, and it kind of doesn't help the products that you're using work well. So you need to make sure that you're moisturizing your skin, you're hydrating it well, and you're exfoliating, and you're using your sunscreen. So I hope I've been able to, kind of clear the air on what these products are. So I know shape or form bleaching. And if really anybody wants to bleach, then obviously these are not, skin lightening products are not for the person. But I know most people are not interested in bleaching the skin, because it's it's a harsh way of doing it, and it doesn't do any benefits anyway to you. So if you want to lighten your skin, if you want to get rid of acne, scarring, hyperpigmentation, melasma, and all the other things I've already mentioned, then the skin brightening or lightening products are your go-to. So I hope I've been able to clear the air, and that you have a bit more knowledge about this. But I'm happy to answer any questions, and watch out for my posts. My products will soon be sold in Accra, and soon in the UK, and also will be online for online ordering as well. But if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message, and I'll be happy to help out. So it's been good speaking to you, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. See you next time. Bye bye.